Manchester United in talks with Fiorentina over signing Sofyan Amrabat on loan. We will be jumping into this on today's video, but before we do that, please do smash a like on the video and please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. So David Ornstein from The Athletic has just put out the story in the last couple of minutes saying that Manchester United are working on a deal to sign Fiorentina midfielder Sofyan Amrabat before the transfer window closes later this week. He goes on to say that United have been linked with Amrabat all summer and are now attempting to agree a loan deal for the Moroccan international. He says the player is keen on a move to Old Trafford with a permanent deal unlikely to happen because of United's financial fair play situation. He says Amrabat is under a contract until 2024 with the Serie A club with the option to extend by a further 12 months. Now, obviously, this has come as a massive shock. We all thought this was going to be a permanent deal. That was what was being said for the last 2 to 3 weeks, that Manchester United were going to offer somewhere around 20 to 25 million pounds. Now, I actually think that this is a clever bit of business, and apparently it will. Another journalist is saying that apparently this loan offer will include an obligation to buy at the end of the 12 months. So to get around our financial fair play restraints, we get him on loan. We don't have to pay any money up front. Obviously, we cover his wages, which I believe are next to nothing. I remember I've looked at this before. Sofyan Amrabat's wages are only £30,000 a week. So we pay his £30,000 a week wages at Fiorentina. And then at the end of the loan move next summer, we can then buy him when obviously our financial situation will be different to what it is now. Now, you know what? Hats off to Manchester United if we get this deal done. If we can get him for free, effectively, for a whole year, and then at the end of that year, we can then buy him properly, I think that is an incredible bit of business. And you know what? I don't want to say that I'm glad that we've waited this long, because I'm frustrated that Tottenham, we probably would have been better with him in the midfield. At home against Wolves, that first game of the season, I know we won the game, but our midfield got completely sliced through like butter. And I do think that Amrabat would have made a big difference in those 2 games. But for me, a loan makes a lot of sense, and it then should allow us to go and spend some money in other areas. Does that then allow us to go and get Gravenberch on loan as well? Does it allow us to, obviously it allows us to get Cucurella, and maybe there's then enough budget to go and get a striker as well, because obviously Donny van de Beek is set to leave the club. That's been reported in the last couple of hours on loan to FC Lorient. Obviously Dean Henderson's about to move to Crystal Palace for £20 million. We've got 20 million from Dean Henderson. We've got around 10 million from Fred, 9 million from Matic Kovar, and $1 million from Noah Memran. So we've raised around £40 million pounds in the last 2 to 3 weeks just from getting rid of 3 or 4 players. So I think there is definitely some money left to be spent. And I think doing a loan move is a very, very clever bit of business, because Fiorentina clearly want to get Amrabat off the books. He's not training with the team. He's not even in any of the matchday squads. They're paying his wages for him to effectively be on strike. You know, he's not part of any of the plans. So yeah, let me know what you think about this one in the comment section. Do you think that Amrabat is a good option? Do you think that a loan deal is a good move? I have absolutely no complaints with it whatsoever. And the key thing that David Ornstein is reporting is that apparently the reason Manchester United are doing this is because of financial fair play, which I don't really get. It doesn't really make sense to me. How can Chelsea spend £1 billion in 1 year? And Manchester United's net spend is only 100 million this season. We've spent 100 million and Chelsea spend £1 billion. Yeah, we're constantly being told about financial fair play. Now, is this just a tactic by Manchester United to be able to negotiate better deals? I don't know, because I wouldn't say paying 55 million for Mason Mount was, we've got strict financial fair play restraints kind of move, is it? You're doing one thing and telling everybody something different. You don't spend 55 million on Mason Mount if you're in this really, really difficult financial fair play situation, do you? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. But if we get him on loan, and if that then allows us to go and spend money on other people, then great. So it also goes on to say that Amrabat is keen on a temporary move to Old Trafford with a permanent deal now unlikely to happen. So it looks like this is the only option that we really have. And the key thing to remember here is that because he only has 1 year left on his deal, if Fiorentina do not extend his contract, apparently they've got the option to extend it for 1 extra season. So if Fiorentina don't trigger that, then he will become a free agent next summer. So we could have him effectively on loan for free this year, and then next year we could sign him for nothing. So maybe that's what Manchester United are thinking. Maybe they're thinking we don't want to pay £20 million now when we could get him for free next summer. You know, he's effectively on protest. He's not training. He's not in any of the squads. Let's do Fiorentina a favour. We'll take him on loan. We'll pay his wages. Maybe give them a bit of a loan fee, and then next summer we'll get him for free. I think that's what's going on here. I think it makes sense. And you know what? I fully back it. But do let me know what you guys think about this one. Obviously, this has just come out in the last couple of minutes. It's very, very fresh news. Fabrizio hasn't even said anything about it yet. It's literally just coming from David Ornstein, who obviously writes for The Athletic over in the UK. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please do make sure to smash a like and subscribe on the way out, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.